Go beyond the text to include a sense of the ongoing conversations that text enter into, a sense, that is, of how writers draw on, respond to, and rework both their own previous writing and those of others. Week 13 schedule. For this week, we have quite a busy week ahead of us. We are going to be finishing up draft 2 of the annotated bibliography, so that will include all 6 sources. And then you're going to be reading an article on multimodal composing, because that's exactly what we're going to be doing for this final project, where we'll be working with video design. And then you'll do a journal entry about your plans for your video project. And then you'll take a quiz on how to design interview survey questions, and then another quiz on how to design or organize the actual video presentation or mini documentary. So hope you had a nice restful break from Thanksgiving. And if you are behind in the class, I highly recommend you getting support from Academic Advising or the Writing Center to help you catch up, because these next 2 weeks will be quite busy. We only have 4 more meetings in person. And so draft 2 will be due by class time. You'll have some time in class to get some peer review, and then we'll be discussing the article on multimodal composing. In this article, you have the link here on this particular slide, and here are the reading questions, and you'll need to respond to these questions in your actual class journal. Also, in your journal this week, you'll be doing an entry about your plans of what you would like to do. So summarizing what you learned from the annotated bibliography, and then based on what you learned, what would you like to add to this conversation? And then what methodology would you like to use? Do you want to interview someone? Do you want to conduct a survey instead? Would you prefer instead to analyze a cultural artifact? You will need to complete this journal entry by the 3rd, so that way I can respond the next day to give you suggestions and answer any questions you have at this point. You will need to complete a quiz on how to design interview survey questions. Even if you were not to do an interview or survey, learning how to ask effective questions will make you into a better reader and a better writer. Also, you will need to complete this quiz on how to design and organize the actual video presentation. In the quiz, you'll learn about the actual prompt, the rubric, and ideas for actually putting the thing together. By December 8th, you'll need to have a first draft of your video presentation or mini documentary, and you'll be using Google Slides or PowerPoint and create your outline in your class folder. By December 10th, that's only 2 days later, you'll need to have actually 3/4 draft of the finished product. So this is the actual video that you'll be uploading into your folder. And it's this video file that I will be reviewing and commenting on after the 10th. You'll need to revise that draft for the final portfolio by the 17th. The directions for the outline are on this particular slide, and so follow the directions for each slide. Here are the links to the actual presentation of the Writing Project 3.0 prompt. So this is discussed in the video lesson you'll take above. Also a link to the video that's on that quiz. Here are important deadlines. Make sure that you stay on schedule if you want timely feedback from me as well as your classmates. Keep me informed, especially if you do have accommodations, so that way I can work with your schedule as well. And the following week, we will be reviewing the first draft of the video presentation.